Once upon a time in a small village, there lived an old lady who was known for her kindness, wisdom, and cheerful spirit. No matter the circumstances, she always wore a gentle smile that lit up the hearts of everyone around her. The villagers admired her deeply and often sought her advice or simply shared their troubles with her. One day, a curious young man from the village approached her with a question. "Why are you always so happy? No matter what happens, you never seem sad. Don't you ever feel bad when things go wrong?" The old lady looked at him with warm, understanding eyes and replied, "My dear, life is full of ups and downs. Some days bring joy and others bring sorrow. But over the years, I've learned a simple truth. Happiness doesn't come from what happens around us. It comes from within." The young man furrowed his brows. "I don't understand. How can you stay happy even when bad things happen?" The old lady smiled and began to share her story. "When I was young, I had a beautiful family, a loving husband and children. We didn't have much, but we were content. Then one day my husband fell gravely ill. We couldn't afford the medicine he needed, and despite all our efforts, he passed away. It was the darkest time of my life. I cried until I thought I had no tears left, and for a long time, I believed I would never be happy again." The young man listened intently as the old lady continued. "But as time went on, I realized that my sorrow, no matter how deep, wouldn't bring my husband back. I had children who depended on me, and I had to find a way to carry on. Slowly, I began to see life differently. I understood that there will always be good and bad moments, but I had a choice. I could let the bad moments consume me, or I could choose to find happiness in the midst of them." The young man tilted his head, intrigued. "How did you manage to do that?" "Each morning," the old lady explained, "I wake up and tell myself, today is a new day, and I will find something to be happy about. Some days it's easy. Maybe the sun is shining, or a flower is blooming. Other days I have to look harder. Perhaps I see a kind smile, or hear a bird song. There's always something to be thankful for, no matter how small." The young man pondered her words. "But what about when something truly terrible happens? How can you stay happy then?" The old lady nodded solemnly. "It's not easy," she admitted, "but I remind myself of a simple truth. Everything passes. Even the darkest days won't last forever. When hard times come, I focus on the blessings I still have, my health, my friends, or even just the fact that I'm alive to see another day. Happiness is a choice. You can focus on what's wrong and be miserable, or you can look for the good and find joy. It's not always easy, but it's always possible." The young man thanked her for her wisdom and left, determined to try her advice. From that day on, he made it a habit to look for the good in every situation, no matter how small. Over time, he noticed a change in himself. Even when things went wrong, he found it easier to stay positive. The old lady's message spread throughout the village, and soon more and more people began to see life through her eyes. They learned that happiness wasn't about wealth or perfect circumstances. It was about perspective. The village became a brighter, kinder place, all because of the old lady who taught them the secret of true happiness. No matter how difficult life may be, joy can always be found in the small things. Happiness is a choice, and it comes from within. Life's challenges will pass, but a positive attitude can help us remain strong and find contentment in every moment.